So I started cooking breakfast, and Darren was just playing his game. While I'm making breakfast, my phone rang. I answered. It's CPS. So I go. They brief me on what the doctor told them, and I told them everything that I knew about King and his mom, and I showed them. And I was like, I got all the screenshots and like everything that she sent to us. I'm like, she just called us out the blue and was like, can y'all come get him because she's tired of taking off work from COVID, and she got another kid. So she just said, can he come stay with us for a little while? So I'm like, we only really supposed to have him for the summer, but we hadn't heard anything from him. So I'm just going over the whole spiel with the CPS worker or whatever not. And then she said that she wanted to come to the house, lay eyes on him, and that we need to set up to get him a physical exam, which I had already knew that they was going to say that, because even if they wasn't going to say that, I was going to take him to get a physical exam anyway, because I want to know what happened so that like we know how to deal with it later. So set all that up, let D know, and we get that taken care of. Maybe about a day or so later, I get a call from the CPS worker that was like working our case or whatever not, and they was asking us about any information that we knew about his mom, like her whereabouts or anything. Like we gave her a name and her birthday, because that's all we knew, and we only knew her birthday by her Facebook. So we gave her name, her birthday, and then we let them know where we picked him up from, and then they was gonna try to find her and reach out to her. But they said based on his physical, it does not look like he had been touched, that he may have contracted it a different type of way. I'm just like, okay. And they was like, they're gonna reach out to his mom, they're gonna follow up with us. And I let them know, I'm like, yeah, we're in the process of doing a legitimation. So if you do find her address, is there any way that y'all can give it to us so that we can serve her with these legitimation papers? And they was just like, yeah, they'll let us know. All right, cool. So I tell D everything that happened, and it like you could see the like relief on his face, like it was just like a okay. So you telling me they saying that like ain't nobody play with his booty? I was like, yes, D, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. He was like, so how he got it? Like we still don't know how he got it. He was like, could she have been she had when she was pregnant? I was like, they would have caught that at pregnancy, because they test you for all that, so they would have caught that. So like, no. And he was just like, so you saying somebody could have put that in his mouth? I'm like, D, what I am saying right now is that they're trying to figure out what happened, and they're just trying to find your baby mama. They're trying to find your baby mama to figure out what happened. Let's not speculate. Let's just let them do their job, okay? Just let them do their job. But he was not touched. He was just like, nah, somebody still gonna have to pay. It's like, okay, but let them do their job. It's like, yeah, somebody gonna have to pay. And I was like, okay. So, ate breakfast, and then we did our normal routine. Went to the gym with the kids, came back home. Everything was normal. I was giving King his medication, like talking to him to like help him with his speech. And then we were still trying to potty train him. But it was kind of hard to potty train him because it's like it wasn't clicking for him. So it was hard. But he knew when he needed to go to the bathroom, but he just didn't go to the bathroom. But he would tell us when his diaper needed to be changed, because he was just like, I changed, to get us to change his diaper. And then he would lay down like he knew. So it's like, because he knew the routine on how to change the diaper, he should know how to use the potty. So it's like we're really working hard with him on trying to get him to use the bathroom. So a couple of days went by, and I'm strolling on my Facebook. Like I'm just strolling on my Facebook or whatever not. And I see that my brother had came back from deployment. My younger brother, the one that's in the Navy, he had just came back from deployment, and he was moving back to the States because he was stationed overseas during his deployment, and then he was moving back to the States. So I'm just like, oh, my brother moving back to the States. Like, I want to know, like, where he gonna be going. So I called my sister Brittany, and she was just like, oh yeah, he's gonna be stationed at Virginia Beach. I'm like, yo, Virginia Beach, right up the road. Okay. And before you say anything, this is not the same brother that was at the house that met Dee when my sisters met Dee. It's not the same brother. It's a different brother. This is my younger brother. The one that was at the house is my brother KK. He's a year younger than me. The one that I'm talking about is my brother Johannes. He's 5 years younger than me. So my brother Johannes was stationed in Virginia Beach, and Johannes is my stepdad's son that he had with my mom. So yeah, the one that I call daddy, my stepdad, the one that I call daddy, that's his son by my mom. So Brittany said he was stationed at Virginia Beach. I'm like, oh, that's not far. It's a couple of hours. Like, oh, I'll be able to spend some time when I'll be able to see him. So I'm excited. I tell Dee, I was like, oh, Dee, my brother, he's gonna be stationed at Virginia Beach. She was just like, which one? I was like, the one that's in the Navy. He's gonna be stationed at Virginia Beach. And he was just like, oh, okay, that could be good for you. Wait, you talking about the one that your mama went to his graduation? I'm like, what you mean his graduation? My mom went to my graduation. He said, no, when he graduated from basic training, that's the one? Your mama went to his graduation and didn't go to your graduation? And I'm like, yeah, my mama went to his graduation. He's like, and she didn't go to your graduation when you graduated from basic training, but she went to his graduation when he graduated from basic training. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, but my daddy was there. My daddy came to my graduation. And he was just like, oh, yeah, you told me that your daddy came to your graduation, but your mama did. I'm like, yeah, but it's okay. But that ain't got nothing to do with anything. I'm just telling you that he's stationed at Virginia Beach. He was just like, oh, okay. And we left it at that. Said nothing else about it. Maybe like a week had went by, and I got a call from my daddy. He was just like, hey, I know your birthday coming up. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be down there the weekend after your birthday because I'm going to be helping your brother move into his apartment in Virginia Beach. I was like, oh, you going to be in Virginia? He was like, yeah. And once I leave from there, I want to come see you. I was like, okay. I was like, let me let Dee know that you want to come over here and see, but let me just make sure that it's okay, because you know he can be sometimey right now, but that's just because it's COVID. And he was just like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, just let me know. So I talked to Dee. Dee was just like, okay, yeah, that he can come over for a little bit, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, okay. He was like, is he gonna be spending the night over here? I was like, I don't know. I didn't ask, but I can get the guest room ready because, you know, I just put a bed in there. I can get the guest room ready. And he was just like, okay. I said, but is that okay if he does want to spend the night? He was like, yeah, he can spend the night. I ain't got no issue. That's your daddy. I ain't got no issue. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'll let him know, you know, when he called back. And well, when I called him back to let him know that it's okay for him to come, that if he want to spend the night, he can spend the night. And he was just like, all right, cool. So I called my daddy up. I was like, yeah, you can come through. And I'm like, I got a guest bedroom, so if you want to spend the night, you can spend the night. And he was just like, I don't know, baby girl. Y'all got them big old dogs. I was like, well, Daddy, we can put them in the cage if you want to spend the night. He's like, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Like when I come over there, I'm gonna see how the dogs are. Then we'll see. I was like, okay. He said, okay, I'm gonna be there next weekend. I'm like, okay. Like this, like, yo, this is dope. Like my daddy calling me, letting me know that he's gonna come and like see me. Like, cause I haven't seen like my daddy since Kiyan was in the NICU. So I'm just like, yo, I'm extremely excited to see him. So I'm like, I'm making sure the guest bedroom, like, situated, getting the sheets clean, like, cleaning it up, like, telling the kids, like, look, y'all not allowed to go in the guest bedroom because my daddy is coming.